Masters of the shining moon, heaven, earth, and sea, I call upon you in this hour, bring magic unto me. Brothers, oh, the cauldron cries, it singeth unto me the songs of Mother Goddess and of Father in the tree.
Hello, my lovelies. This is Paisley Wild, and we are off adventuring into the spaces between because, yeah, we can. And happy Friday the 13th. So, for those of you who are in the know, today is Triskaidekaphobian Day. I can't try skydecaphobians. I don't know.
What?
Yeah, I know, right? It's a big one of those $30 words.
What does it mean?
Fear the number 13.
Oh.
Specifically, Paraskevedecatrians is the not just afraid of the number 13, but specifically Friday the 13th.
Oh.
Pacifically, Friday the 13th.
May I get Pacific here?
You can get Pacific. So, wait, you not yet. I gotta do my spiel, my shtick.
Do your shtick.
Gotta do my shtick. So, we are being broadcast live tonight, of course, on Truth Frequency Radio, iHeartRadio, TuneIn, and TalkStream Live. There should be video. Is there no video?
I see video.
Lucky says no video.
I see video. Yeah, I see you.
Okay. Anyways, speaking of YouTube, if you're in the YouTube world, say hello with a thumbs up. That's this one, thumbs up. Or if you are in one of the chat rooms, say hi-as, and I'll try to give you a shout out. And then let's see what else. And then if you can't see me in the chats, I get it. Or say hello in the chats. Just drat. Send me an email at wildpaisley@gmail.com. That's WILDEPAISLEY @gmail.com. Seems like everybody can hear me, but no one can see me.
Well, Chris sees us on YouTube, and I think Gemini saw us, and I think Elaine's seeing us, so I know we've got video. I see us.
Well,
I see you. Because I'm busy eating again.
You're right. Well, at least you're consistent, right?
Ice cream's next.
I have been told that no, you cannot eat ice cream in the singing bowl.
Oh, dang it.
Really?
How about Captain Crunch?
Are you really threatening to eat Captain Crunch in my singing bowl?
I didn't threaten, I just suggested.
What are you, a heathen?
Yes. Did you have to ask?
That's kind of funny, actually.
Oh, gosh. Them savages.
Right? Savages rather than scavages, I guess. Hey, maybe there's something happening there. Apparently, I had to refresh. So I tried something new, and I did the schedule, so maybe I could get the links and everything going beforehand, and apparently we'll just chalk this one up to operator error. Sorry, guys. As we all know, I am old enough that sometimes I need help with the technology. It's just serious.
No.
Yeah. It's all good, right? Oops.
That'd be Captain Crunch with moon water in the singing bowl.
What?
Anyhow.
Anyway, Captain Crunch. Is that with crunch berries? Schnozberries.
Schnozberries.
And make sure you do say hello. Whether it's in the chat room or
via email
or give a call, because the call lines are open tonight. And that number is 213-233-3998. Or if you're across the pond in the UK, it's 44203-393-2871. And go to iLife.com. iLife is awesome stuff. It'll help support you in this wonderful time of controversy and mayhem. And if you want to just straight up support the show, you can do the cash tag. And that is $, TheSpacesBetween. Ironically, with no space. It's all one word. Or you can also go to Etsy.com/shop/Monarch Mountain Studio. Or you can go to Patreon.com/TheSpacesBetween. I will be putting some dream catchers onto the Etsy shop.
Oh?
Yeah, well, I've been doing some stuff and all that stuff. And
Are you making those mini?
Yeah, I've got some mini ones. So they are about 3 inches in diameter. So mini ones, really good for hanging in a window.
Mm-hmm.
And then I've got one that's about as big or wide across as the singing bowl, so about 10 inches at the widest point, and 12 or 14 lengthwise.
Wow.
So I traded. Okay, time out. With the dream catchers, I do have some hoops. Those are the smaller ones, but I like to use natural branches to make my dream catchers.
Right.
And so
They're not exactly circles.
yeah, they're not really circles. So
Something that's actually formed by nature.
I try to. Or if it is a circle, then there may be actual tree material within. Like so, my friend Kat is currently making one, and it's a big circle. It's about 2 feet across. It's huge, huge. And she found an awesome branch, and she's woven that into the interior. So that'll be the tree. It'll be a tree of life type dream catcher.
Oh, like the one on the back of the door?
Yeah, like that one, except for with a tree rather than just really knotting it up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so no, it'll be awesome. And yeah, I really like the natural ones. I don't know, for some reason they just have more oomph to me. They just do. And then I have some stones in them, and then I also have feathers that go on them, and the feathers are all actually from my chickens, generally speaking. There are some that have been collected from other birds that other people have contributed, but generally speaking, they're all locally sourced chicken feathers that have been mostly ethically recovered. And it's kind of funny because some of those feathers were not quite ethical because the boxer that runs around, Kimber, that likes to pop up, and thank you, Lucky, she decided to pluck a chicken for me. So yeah, it was awesome. Lucky, why is there a picture of me and Friday the 13th in the TFR chat? I'm so confused. Anyways, speaking of Kimber, it's like she knew that we were talking about her.
Oh, you have the TFR chat open. I can't. Lucky said to look in the TFR chat, but I can't get to it on my phone. So let me swing over there real quick.
Oh, okay. Don's got to come hover. So, okay, I'm not quite sure what they're talking about. So yeah, TFR chat. What are we looking at? Look at the title of the video in the picture. A little bit about archetypes. I don't know why. Oh.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Huh. You just forgot to rename the stream.
No. Oh, I didn't. Honestly, I didn't. Oh, I'm just... Apparently technology is not my friend. So yes, I'm talking... I even had a description in here. See, I like doing the descriptions ahead of time so I don't have to worry about it. And I just...
You tried to do that like,
I was trying to
we'll
save...
be live in like 15 minutes or something
Yeah,
like that.
something like that. And I was trying to be,
Proactive.
save time, be proactive and all of that stuff. And you know what? Marg. So I don't have a stress ball. I have a rice sock because I've been cold today. Because you know what? It got like 20 inches of snow outside, and then it rained. So, and then it's going to freeze, and yeah, it's winter. It's awesome.
Yeah, snow sucks.
I like snow. So,
You know what I like frozen?
ice cream.
My ice cream.
Yeah. So let's see. In the chat rooms, looks like we've got Sophia the Bot, because why not? Lucky, hey Lucky. Is that Psycho Dave, Gentle Wolf, Wolves, Kev Baker, Drone Free. What's the rest of that? Zone. Okay. All one. Lewis, Cautious Gemini. And then I see Aaron and Naysay. Hi, Naysay. I'm sorry I missed your call. I'll have to call you back tomorrow in between, or you can always give me a call at some if you want to go on live. I'm fine with that. Chris, Elaine, Ethan, Gemini is 2-timing me. See how you are. Lewis,
Wow.
Murray, Rotman, Titan, Lucky again, YTFP Chris, and Aether Archives. Mr. Don
That
is
would
in
be
his
me.
house. So yeah.
Yeah, drone's been around for a long time. Yeah.
I know, it's just yes, I have 2 monitors, yes, but I have multiple screens on both monitors, and so yeah,
You do like a tabathon like Brent does.
not as bad as okay. I've seen Brent's tabs.
Oh my god.
He is tab happy, that boy.
I'm not kidding, am I? He's
No,
got massive tabs
no.
open. 3 or 4 windows, 20 tabs each.
Yeah.
That's 20 tabs on the light side.
Yeah.
So you said Kev Baker's in the TFR chat?
Yes.
Hey Kev, nice to talk to you again.
Oh, and Naysay, you had a hello from someone, and Jessica Mink.
Oh, hi Jess.
Hey, Jess sent a message through YouTube World and wanted to make sure Naysay got a shout out. So yeah, there. I think I've got all the housekeeping done. Maybe.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, well, mostly I was just trying to kill a little bit of time while I figured out my technology. Oh, let's see. Hold on.
I'm done eating.
You're done eating
Yeah.
for now. There's a new background. I tried to update things as because why not? So Friday the 13th has
Oh, jeez.
a lot of different things going on with it. And Don's just laughing now. Let's see. And there's good good things when it comes to Friday the 13th, and there is a lot of negativity associated with Friday the 13th. And personally, I don't have a problem with Friday the 13th.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a problem with 13. 13 was my softball number.
Mine too.
And my sister was born on the 13th, and it just, I don't know. Just real quick, numerology.
Yes.
For numerology, the number 13 resonates with pragmatism and building a secure foundation. The number 13 is a number of focus and pragmatism. Its primary focus is building a secure foundation for the future. Although the number 13 is able to express itself creatively, I cannot talk. Practicality is absolutely 100% more important. So, 13 isn't really a bad thing, honestly.
Well, it depends. Are you a Knights Templar?
Okay, so have we experienced some historical crappy things on the 13th?
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Yeah, and Lucky, shout out to you and your fam. I know it's some stress, but I think even though it's unexpected stress, I think it's healing stress, and that is my opinion, and I'm going to stick to it because I already told you that, actually.
Positivity.
It's unexpected change, but it's a good one. Sorry, I'm making a mess. I have a hole in my lip. So for those of you on YouTube, you can see I'm wearing a bathrobe. I had the day off today because I could. And why get out of my bathrobe? It snowed 20 inches, so there. For those of you who are sitting down and not driving, this is kind of the next, before we get into 13 more, I wanted to do this, a little bit of a grounding thing. Because, and here's why. I've heard a lot of negativity about, not necessarily negativity, but a lot of people are experiencing some stuff. And I'm going to leave it at stuff, and I'll probably talk about it more after the break. But there's a lot of anxiety, a lot of stress, a lot of frustration, a lot of OMG-ness. And it not politically motivated or family necessarily, just in general. A friend of mine sent me a message. She goes, "Hey, what's going on today?" Because I just cried spontaneously on my way home from work. I got off work early. It was a great day. I got tips and chocolate and coffee. And I cried all the way home. And, I don't know what the dealio is. I did a cleansing on someone else yesterday. And then another person just had a bit of a moment. And so, it seems like there's some people, just that I'm connected to that are going through some stuff. And there's other people out there just kind of going through some stuff. So, real quick, we got about 10 minutes before break, so we're going to talk about grounding real quick. So, if you're not driving, pay attention. Take a deep cleansing breath. I want you to, let it all out, guys. And, because sometimes we don't breathe deeply enough. We need to make sure we're getting all that air into your lungs and letting it all out. And, breathe with intention. So in through the nose, out through the mouth. Count your breaths. If you're able to, have a metronome or something with beat to it that you can count the beats as you're breathing, that's good too. Meditate. That's why meditative music is so good for you, because you're able to hear that motion and breathe in and then breathe out, kind of a thing. So close your eyes if you're not driving. If you're driving, keep your eyeballs open.
You can still breathe.
Breathe, but keep your eyeballs open.
Always breathe.
So with your eyes closed, in through the mouth, we're going to count to 5 on the and
in
go.
Through the nose.
No, in through the nose, out through the mouth. In on for 5, out through for 7. Yeah, we're gonna do that 3 times, and then I'm gonna speak again with more words, and then I'm gonna give you something to visualize.
Okay.
Shush. So close your eyes if you're not driving. In 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. And then out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. Out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. Out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now keep doing that while I talk. With your eyes closed, I want you to visualize yourself just anchored to the earth. And you're letting that energy that you might have stored in you that's kind of driving you nuts, because we all have it. And you want to just kind of shove that energy down into the earth, through your butt, through your feet, whatever it is you got going on there, and down into the earth. Think of roots on a tree. You're just pushing that energy down, and that energy is spreading out, just seeking the water and the nutrients in the earth. And the reason why we're doing this is because Mother Earth can hold all of that negativity, all that frustration, all that stress, all that anxiety. Keep breathing. Don't stop breathing. Keep your eyes closed, and just let all that negativity and stuff ooze out into the earth. And now, I want you to slowly bring in the positive energy, back up through those roots that you've just created. You bring it up, and you're soaking up all that energy, and you're going to bring it into your core, right around your solar plexus chakra, and kind of like a warm ball of energy or hot cocoa, just that warmth. And now, while we're breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5, and hold. Out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and in. And keep thinking of that energy flowing out into the earth and then back in, all cleansed and warm for you. And then next, well, keep that kind of in the back of your mind. It's like on the back burner, if you will, but keep your breathing. But now you want to send any leftover negativity, frustration, anxiety, the stuff up into the sky. It's seeking out like the branches of a tree you're reaching towards the sunlight, the clouds, the stars, the nighttime sky. You're just feeling that energy going up. The rest of that stuff is just going up and reaching for the energy of the universe. And it's just going up as you breathe. And you've got just that negative stuff going up. And while you're still breathing, you're going to bring some of that back in. The good stuff from the universe is going to come in, and it's going to be like sunshine on your face or your skin, the warm part, not the sunburn. And you're bringing it in, and it's coming down, and it's flowing into you, and it's mixing with that energy that you pulled up from the earth. And as you're breathing, you're having that the stuff is flowing out through your roots and up into your branches, and everything's flowing out. And the good energy from the earth and the universe is flowing up through you and back down and up and through you. And every time it's that river of energy is flowing through you, it's leaving a little bit of warmth right in your core. Again, that hot cocoa is getting stronger. Maybe it's getting spiked. I don't know. But it feels good. And just allow the earth, Mother Earth, Father Sky, to cleanse you. And just take the burden of the stuff. They're a lot bigger than we are. And they can take on more than we ever could. And now as you're breathing, you're going to start kind of bringing yourself back to your core. Your branches are going to come back into you. Your roots are going to come back up. And you're just going to keep breathing and breathing and breathing. And just keep visualizing it coming back in. And we're going to count again. So now on the inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, hold. And out, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and in, 2, 3, 4, 5, hold, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, the last one, 2, 3, 4, 5, and hold, and then out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Oh.
Now, while you're before you do anything or say anything or even ponder anything, just hold that within you for a few moments. And just let that feeling just kind of ooze into all your pores, all your bones, your joints, all of that stuff. The warmth and relaxation and the knowledge that Mother Earth and Father Sky are there for you. So regardless of which deities you follow, whatever your spiritual path is, whatever your stuff is, just let it be. Just for a moment, just set that baggage down, because we all have it, unfortunately. And, just keep that breathing. And anytime you need that grounding like this, because this is just a grounding exercise, guys, just remember Mother Earth and Father Sky can really support you. And they'll help you with your burdens and dealing with all the stuff. And right now, 2020 has just given us a big basket of stuff all over the place. And I don't know about y'all, but I'm ready for 2020 to go away. So yeah, hold that thought, that energy into you. Keep it, help you focus. And it's something. Titan, I did not know that Mama Ocean did that. So yeah. So Dee apparently did almost the exact cleansing exercise earlier. And yeah, it's we need it. And yep, there's stuff going on. We're about to break, so I don't want to ruin the whole flow with, the startling music of the break. Just like, surprise, here we are. Because it does it to me every dang time. So yeah. Remember your deep cleansing breaths. And then when we get back from break, we're going to talk about the stuff just a little bit. And, and remember, cleanse. Anytime that you're feeling something is a little bit too much, go wash your hands. Set your intention beforehand that you're just rinsing that negativity and all that stuff away, and you're going to do something else, and you're just going to let it go. And it's going to happen, and it's all good. So just remember, there's a lot of baggage that we're carrying around just is not ours to carry. So let those people carry their own baggage, and let us move on and do our own doggone things. So on that note, we're off to break, and we'll see what's happening on the other side. Don, have any last minute 5-second thought?
Nope.
He's going to go get ice cream.
Probably.
Betcha a nickel.
Now that you mentioned it.
Yeah. You're going to have a brownie.
Oh, are they made?
No, it's do it yourself in a cup.
Yeah,
We'll be right back.
I got no time to do it in my cup.
You can do it in your cup. Hello, my lovelies. How are you doing tonight? This is Paisley Wild, and we are adventuring through the.
Spaces between.
Oh, look at you! You're not on video because
Okay.
you're eating ice cream. Yeah. So, Aaron.
Yes.
Yeah, you wanted to know moon water that everybody talks of. So, moon water is kind of a pagan's version of holy water.
Uh-huh.
There's just no kind of straight up. So yes, and moon water is used in ritual work often, or in spell work. And it's not like moonshine. It's not shine. It's moon water. Generally speaking, you can use just water. I recommend using a glass container to put your water in, so the light of the moon can hit it. And yeah, full moon water. Or you can do new moon water, which could happen. Yep. And so it's new moon water. So you just put the same bottle of water, or a different bottle of water, preferably, out for the new moon, and to catch that same type of energy from the new moon. Just a little bit different kind of energy to go with it, because energy is a real thing. Everything has energy. Everything has some sort of corresponding energy, and working with it. And it's not for shots, even though Don's had a few sips.
Not my fault.
Hey, you know what? Whatever,
It
man.
did not say anything on the bottle.
I don't know what to tell you, man.
Well, I label your bottles better.
Hey, at least I didn't have stuff in there, because you can put herbs and you can put stones or crystals or whatever in the moon water to do stuff. Absolutely. I suppose you could put blood in there if you wanted to. But yeah, blood moon, yes, that's a thing.
Blood moon water, like a blood moon.
Yes.
Why would you put blood in it?
Different-
Never mind, I didn't ask.
Different kind of
Magic?
ritual. Yep, different kind of magic. Yeah, magic. Generally, yeah, spring water is best. Not like city water where it's got lots of chemicals in it. If you don't have a choice, you don't have a choice. I mean, yeah, I'd rather have you have the positive energy than from the moon water than no energy from the water.
Yep.
But if you do have to use city water, I wouldn't necessarily give it a quick boil, but I would let it sit out to kind of commune with the air a little bit and let some of those chemicals evaporate, because things like chlorine will evaporate if you stir the water and aerate it a little bit. And then, you just leave it in a glass container. Mason jar.
Grape wine in a mason jar.
No.
Homemade and run to school.
I have no idea what you're saying.
By a friend of mine, math class. Me, him, and this. Never mind.
Okay, then. You could use wine bottle, you could use a soda bottle, kefir water bottle, whatever water bottle you got, mason jar, that kind of thing. And if you can't put it outside because the weather is not going to cooperate, you can set it in a windowsill. That'll catch the most amount of water. Generally, you should bring it in before the sun comes up, because you don't want the sunlight to counteract the moon energy. Some people do moon water, and then they drink a little bit of it every day, because the energy goes into your system.
See, it is okay, Titan, to drink your
yeah,
moon
you
water.
can drink your moon water. Some people put it on like their plants. I try to water Groot with moon water every so often. And let's see, what else? Anointing, like hand christenings, hand fastings, anything like that. That's a good time to use moon water.
Last rites.
Last rites, yep. And as Lucky mentioned in the chat, yes, it's very similar to holy water, but we're not asking for your tithes or anything else. And most pagans and witches don't require anything else other than, hey, it's a bottle of water. So, but yes, you can put crystals in there that charge them. You can charge your crystals and stones in the moon anyways, and cleanse them in the light of the moon. You can do the same thing with the dark moon or the new moon. You can also do it with noon. the sunlight. You can cleanse a lot of stones in sunlight. Just remember, some of them do fade with too much light. So, like amethyst or citrine, I wouldn't necessarily put out in the sunlight. Moonlight would be better, or a little bit of sage smoke for cleansing. New moon water, new moon. Coming up this weekend, so new moon is a good time to set your intentions for the coming weeks. And so often we forget that, with the different phases of the moon, we can set our intentions to have different energy apply to them and have them, actually come through and do stuff. So, yeah. Chris, yes, there are a couple of different types of water bottles out there that have chambers in the bottom of the water bottle specifically to put crystals and stones in. And generally the reason why it's a glass water bottle is because glass will allow the energies of the stones and crystals to transfer from themselves and into the water. And the reason why do you need this membrane or this separation is because a lot of those stones could dissolve into your water, like selenite, for instance. Very cleansing, but
does it?
It dissolves. It'll melt in the water.
Yeah, but will it deflect the negative stuff from inside?
Yeah, that's not the way it works.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah, sorry, man. We don't want some of those stones in the moon water or in the water that you're drinking because Via or Vita water, or Via VIA water bottles, Vita water bottles VITA. Those are two different brands that do that kind of a thing. Just water bottle standing up, and there's crystals, and then some of them have like the infuser type chamber on the inside. Mm-hmm. Yes, there's those too.
You also have a hollow glass stirrer.
Yeah,
that you can put them in.
Yep, you can call them. They're called wands.
Whatever.
But
Get
some
technical.
of them, some of those, the wands are set. Generally, you can only put the stones are the stones, and you can't change them out. There are some that where the bottom unscrews, so you can change up your stones to change the energy going into your water. So yeah, having that energy from the stones in your water, very good for you, for cleansing, for anxiety, for stress, for weight management, for procrastination, for just about anything that you could get a stone together for. Healing from grief, physical healing. Those are all real things that stones and crystals can help you with. Absolutely, yes. Kind of a hodgepodge tonight, even though it's Friday the 13th. But no, that seems appropriate. Yeah, appropriate. Sorry, I am thirsty, and I refuse to get the stuff. So, yeah. The reason for a lid when you're doing moon water is, you don't necessarily want bugs or debris to fall into your water. You just don't want that. It's just not something you want. So yeah, Friday the 13th. La, la, la. Yes, there is quite a few superstitions with Friday the 13th. And, breaking mirrors, walking under ladders, that kind of thing. Personally, I think walking under a ladder makes sense. You probably shouldn't walk under a ladder because gravity. Not just Friday the 13th, just straight up gravity. Nope. Things can fall on you. We don't.
You don't want to tempt that fate.
Don't tempt the fate. Don't. Yeah. No reason to, stack the deck against yourself. I mean, people. Let's not do that, okay? It's just no. All right, so yeah, the reason why the number 13 itself is considered unlucky is because, in theory, according to, I'm going to call it mythology here, Judas was the 13th person to be seated at the Lord's table at the Last Supper. Judas is the one who betrayed Christ. Now everybody gives him kind of a bad rap, right? in order for the Bible story to tell out as it is written, they had to have a fall guy. So, did he betray Christ, or was he just doing what he was told? I mean, ask yourself that.
There is a theory, though, that Christ did confront Judas about his betrayal, and Christ forgave him for it prior to it happening.
Interesting. Yeah. So, yeah, it's interesting. The Bible itself doesn't really tell us who was the first to be sat at the table or who was the last to be seated, but supposedly he was the 13th person. And scriptures actually don't say anything about being afraid of the number 13.
Nope.
In the Torah, there is a list of 13 attributes to God. So, it's, I don't know, not necessarily, a bad thing in the Abrahamic faiths, but maybe it is. Let's see. In the Old Testament, going back to the ancient Babylonian Code of Hammurabi, supposedly it skips the 13th rule. And actually, the code did not rely on enumeration at all. It wasn't until 1910 when a particular translation of the code omitted the 13th article. So other translations, such as the one by a non-Christian, included the 13th article. So basically, it was maybe somebody just didn't know how to count, because that happens.
11, 12, 14.
Right? Have you ever been in first grade? Trust me, people forget numbers all the time. But, just because somebody had a typo and everybody copied it, talk about fat fingering as a scribe. Not really a good thing. Mm-hmm. Let's see. The Vikings supposedly believes that Loki was the 13th god in the Norse pantheon. And Loki was responsible for the murder of Balder and was the 13th guest to arrive at his funeral. And then, let's see. In another Norse myth, 3 uninvited guests showed up at a birthday party for a young noble. Nornagast is the noble's name, which brought the number of 13 guests to the table. And the infant was then cursed by the visitors, and his lifespan was inextricably linked to that of a magical candle that was presented to him. This sounds a little bit like, Sleeping Beauty, right?
Sure.
Mm-hmm. Well, ironically, the next on the list is Grimm's fairy tale of Sleeping Beauty. The 13th fairy is the wicked one, who pronounces a curse on the young maiden.
Oh.
Let's see. Ancient Persians believed that the 12 signs of the zodiac controlled the world, and the number 13, or the 13th month, was the number of chaos. And so in a tradition called Sizda Bedar, Persians leave their homes on the 13th of the month to avoid bad luck.
They leave their homes?
Yeah, they leave the home. So I guess they go to the bar. I don't. They go to the coffee shop. We can hang out at the coffee shop all day. Lucky you and your internet. Oh, my stars. Yeah, exactly, Titan. The 13th warrior did just fine. So, it's just... He even learned a few things.
He did.
With his dog. Wasn't it a dog? They called his horse, his Arabian, a dog? Or was it a pony?
Yeah, they called it... It was an Arabian, and they called it dog.
Rotman, you are not the only one who believes in Jesus. I actually do believe in him. I just don't follow him. That's one of the joys of being polytheistic is I believe in all of them.
Yeah, there's nothing that excludes God and Christ specifically from pantheons, because if you think about the way that, and we've talked about this probably just like 2 weeks ago, the way that it's set up, God the Father, Christ the Son of God, the embodiment of God on earth. You've got gods, demigods, you've got angels, and all of these things can be just parallels of each other, not necessarily not necessarily exclusive to
Mm-hmm.
each other. Yeah, and then you've got all the saints that could be, you know,
They could be anything.
yeah. I mean,
yeah, there's enough, hard evidence that yes, the things that happen in the Bible, Christianity in general, yeah, there's some truth to there. Dead Sea Scrolls, are you kidding? Yes. I think a lot of the information that we get in the Bible has been diluted a bit.
you think?
And is not necessarily as accurate as the original
The original words.
Aramaic and Arabic. So, and it's not so much. There's a lot of dogma that's associated with Christianity that really, and gets my broom in a twist, because I can
see you doing loop-de-loops on your broom.
Right. So yeah, it's, I think they're all out there. I just I'm not exclusive when it comes to my religious, or my deities, I should say.
Mm-hmm.
Not necessarily religious, but deities.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, and Pharmacy says that Christ was alleged to have gone to the east for a period of time before he became the ascended one. Not necessarily teaching a religion, but actually teaching the spiritual path.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's, there's all sorts of information out there, and if you just kind of read between the lines of the modern interpretation of the Bible, there's a lot more information.
Actually, if you go back and you look at like ancient Central America and Mexico and down through there, down into Peru, whatever, the South America, there's a lot of parallel information given. There was supposedly the god Quintacoro. No, it wasn't Quintacoro. It was a man arrived by boat with another fish-like man who wore a coat of scales that appeared during the time that could be parallel with the years of trials and tribulations of Christ.
Mm-hmm.
So, Christ not only went east, he also went west.
Mm-hmm.
Possibly. So, and supposedly this was the time that the ancient people of Central and South America learned cultivation and farming, and the things that make us a civilization.
Yeah.
So it's just one view.
Yeah, and it's just because it's not mentioned in the Bible doesn't mean it didn't happen.
Right.
All right. Hey, you want to cover me for like 30 seconds? I got to do a battery change.
Okay, do a battery change. So, but also, Friday the 13th is also tied to the Knights Templar, the fall of the Knights Templars. There was some secret missives that were sent out to, I forgot the king's name, but that started the condemnation of the Knights Templars and the fall of, and supposedly that was when they rounded up all the Knights Templars was a Friday the 13th, and they started their interrogations of the Templars and all that befalls the Templars from there on.
Yeah, and the Templars, man, talk about a group that kind of took a wrong turn at Albuquerque.
Oh, some of the missives were talking about how they were engaging in homosexuality and all kinds of things, devil worship, black magic, things like that. So that's another origin of the Friday the 13th.
Mm-hmm. And it's really, I don't know, it just happenstance. I mean, stop and think about it. It wasn't like they picked up the phone and called or sent an email. There's time involved. So they wrote the missives, and then they had to get there by courier. So it just because it happened on a specific day doesn't mean that's necessarily how it was supposed to happen. So let's see. In ancient world, Sumerians believed that 12 was the perfect number. And so they based their numeral system on 12. So a baker's dozen does not make for a perfect number, but I personally prefer a baker's dozen. That's 13. So.
And then the Sumerians believed that the number 12 was the perfect number, and the number that follows is the most imperfect number, which is 13, of course.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. As King Philip IV ordered the arrest and execution of Jacques de la Molay and the other French Templars. Let's see. There's some other bad days, like Pearl Harbor was June 7th, D-Day June 6th. So those are 6, 7.
Pearl Harbor was December 7th.
That's what I said on December 7th. I said 7. 7, 6, 11, there's all sorts of different numbers out there that are, had some really bad things happen. That doesn't mean that it's forever cursed. It's just kind of the way it happens. So, but personally, yeah, I think 13 is kind of a good thing. I think it's a lucky thing. And for me, I got to tell you, I really honestly think we should have 13 months in the calendar. We have 13 moons. Why not have 13 months?
Well, what calendar are we talking about? Pre-Gregorian?
Pagan. I mean, so. Let's see. So, let's see. What else? There's quite a few beliefs that Jesus was crucified on Friday the 13th. There's some controversy as to what month that actually happened in.
And how he was actually crucified.
But that's not this show. Supposedly, Friday the 13th is the day that Eve tempted Adam to eat the forbidden fruit in the Garden of Eden. Mm-hmm. Okay, guys. Supposedly, we didn't have a calendar back then. And we've had so many different calendars designed and plotted out since then.
Yep.
How do they know?
They don't.
Exactly.
That's prehistory.
Yep. Supposedly, Cain was slain by Abel on Friday the 13th.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. Yeah. I just... there's so much out there. So, and a lot of those are just kind of paranoia. We've been taught that Friday the 13th is a bad number. Look at all the movies, Friday the 13th. Okay, I'm not a horror film person at all. Suspense, yes. Paranormal, yes. Blood and gore like that? No. So, yeah, no.
Lucky.
Yeah.
OFFS.
I had to stop and think about what OFFS was. Like, oh, that's what it was. Yeah. Yeah. So, everybody assumes that Genesis happened just as it's written, but they really don't ever say how much time passed between Genesis 1:1 and Genesis 1:2.
That's true. Yeah, that is very true. Because everybody was just begatting everybody else.
Well, there's also, in the Bible it says a year is as a day, or a day is as a year, or maybe it's 10,000 years or something like that. But there's a correlation that, the time in the Bible is different than what it is within, our experience of time. So, let's see. Just catching up because we're just about to go to break. When we come back from break, we will do some singing bowl because yes.
Is it halfway already?
It is halfway already.
Wow, that means I'm almost ready for bed.
Did you eat your brownie?
No, I told you I wasn't going to.
Oh, okay. You missed out. I haven't had one yet.
Then how do you know I missed out?
Because it's a brownie.
Okay.
Unless
you got me there.
Someone has horribly killed it, it's really hard to screw up a brownie. And now, I have eaten some of those screw-ups. I will say, yes, it can happen.
Hi, Bomber. About time you got around. We did 5 hours in the portal today.
Titan says 13 days passed between Genesis 1:1 and Genesis 1:2.
Apparently so.
So, yeah. Oh, thank you, Nace. I could use some dopamine. Actually, I've been sleeping pretty good. The doctor gave me all these muscle relaxers and stuff to go with this toenail I had removed. So, yeah. I can whine about that for a while. So, all right. Off to break. Singing bowl when we come back. And I'm going to talk about how to fight the negativity about
Vitamin D.
Friday the 13th. Yes. Take your vitamin D.
Tourmaline.
Tourmaline. Cuddle your crystals. Pet your black cat. Yeah, that kind of thing. All right. So we're off to break. We'll be right back, guys.
I, O Lord, within the sun, as we will, so mote it be, the spell forever done.
Mother of darkness, mother of light, earth beneath us, soul in flight, songs of love and love of life, guide us to our heart. Mother of darkness, mother of light, earth beneath us, soul in flight, songs of love and love of life, guide us to our heart. Mother of darkness, mother of light, earth beneath us, soul in flight, songs of love and love of life, guide us to our heart. Mother of darkness, mother of light, earth beneath us, soul in flight, songs of love and love of life, guide us to our heart. Mother of darkness, mother of light, earth beneath us, soul in flight, songs of love and love of life, guide us to our heart. Mother of darkness, mother of light, earth beneath us, soul in flight, songs of love and love of life, guide us to our heart. Mother of darkness, mother of light, earth beneath us, soul in flight, songs of love and love of life.
Hello, my lovelies. This is Paisley Wild, and we are off adventuring into the spaces between. So, yes, drama is on air.
The black cat of the house.
Yep. So we've got drama and we've got Boda. Here, drama, say hi to the camera. Oh, that's her happy face. She's purring. You just can't tell. She just had her angry face. Goodness gracious. No, you can't have that. Bowl time. Hey guys. Sorry, Elsie. I know you don't like it.
Why? Why? I don't know if he's here. Is Aussie here? I know Ken's here, but
Just-
I know Aussie hates it. But why?
I don't know.
I mean, what? I mean, does it just ring his ears or what? I mean, whatever. I mean, it's whatever. But I know it wakes me up. That's for sure. No, it literally. I could be dead asleep and that thing will wake me up. It's weird. Anyhow.
I love the singing bowl, and sorry if you don't like it. Yeah, Drama decided she had to
Cat
get
away.
up. she had to go away because yeah, she just doesn't like it as much. Well, she was right there in it, silly cat. So yeah, with all the stuff going on, because there is stuff. There's weather stuff. There's political stuff. There's family stuff. There's just stuff. Regardless of where you are, we all got stuff that we deal with. And we need to remember, and this is a big one, and really, 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 really hard to remember. A lot of the baggage and the stuff that we carry around with us is not ours to carry. And we really do have to remember to just set it down and walk away. We don't need to carry other people's stuff or their baggage, because it's just going to weigh us down and make us tired and just, it's not good for us. So, on that note, how to get beyond the stuff and how to deal with it. To begin with, choose your attitude. How are you going to deal with it? You could wake up every morning and decide, no, it's going to be a craptastic day. Or you could say, nope, I'm going to have a good day today. If you need to write it on your bathroom mirror, the front of your fridge, the front of your microwave, sticky note on your coffee pot.
Daily affirmations with Jack Haney.
Honestly, those daily affirmations, as corny as they might be, they're good for you. There's so many daily affirmation apps that you can get. It's kind of ridiculous. But yeah, you could have them just pop up like, hey, you're awesome today. You can get weather apps now that have daily affirmations.
Yeah, they also have some really salty things to say.
I have one of those. Let's see, what does it say about the weather right now? I'm curious because, I'm curious. It's funny. So when I grow up, I want to be some old woman's cat. Okay, that's the wake up screen, and apparently we have no weather. It's blue screened.
Thank God.
Well, often this is quite colorful. Yeah. Yep. We got the blue screen. See, blue screen.
Sweet.
Yeah. Apparently we have no weather.
On with the show.
On with the show. So, but there are lots of apps out there. A daily affirmation, or feel it might help you with your stress, your anxiety, the stuff, whatever it is. You download it. Have a affirmation buddy if you need to. I mean, there's exercise workout buddies and shopping buddies and all that stuff. Why not have an affirmation buddy?
You call each other in the morning and say, "You are so beautiful."
Sure. Yes, you could. Are you with that? You.
$50 bill.
You're picking your teeth with that $50 bill.
$50
Do you know where
bill.
that $50 bill's been?
Yup.
Bleh.
At least for last week. Sorry.
Bleh. Anyways, yeah, if you choose to be happy or inspire others, choose it. Set your mind. This is my intent. I am going to, be cheerful today. Or, naysay. Absolutely right. Find a giggle buddy. He says, reach out to him. He might not see it, but it'll surprise him.
Shit.
Naysay, your sense of humor is fantastic. I love it. Yeah, if you're, we've got a 6-year-old here. She had a bunch of friends over. Have a nail painting party. Yeah, I would probably suggest even the dog join in, and she probably would actually.
Yeah, probably.
Kimber would love that because she'd be like, "Woohoo! Someone's touching me and petting me," and yeah. So, but yeah, if you choose to be happy, you're gonna find that people who are happy and have that mental outlook or that attitude are going to find you. And the more you do it, and more you have that mentality, the more people you're going to encounter that are just cheerful. Honestly. And trust your intuition. So, your intuition is good for you. It talks to you all the time. It's not your intuition's fault when you don't listen to it. So, if you feel that a certain situation or people are going to be bad for you, avoid it, and that includes your job. If you go into work every day is dragging you down and making you want to stab people in the eye with a rusty spoon, maybe it's time to avoid going postal. And
what do you do with a drunken sailor?
And
Hold him down
and find
stab
another-
in the eye with a rusty spoon.
What on earth are you talking? I don't know. It was in Don's ice cream. It was not the moon water.
Oh, God.
But there's a lot of places hiring right now. At least here where I'm at, there's more help wanted signs than I can count. And trust your intuition, trust your gut. I like Lucky. Lucky, this is good. Intuition is like a cat. It's always trying to talk to you. You might not understand it. It might be from the cat's talking to you. See the rainbow. This is both metaphor and, real. If it's raining out or storming, often there will be a rainbow. But, look for the rainbows. Look for the positive moments in your day. I work in a retail setting. It's like, hey, have a great day. Enjoy the clouds. Or, hey, have a great day, have fun in the snow.
GTFO.
No, I don't say that, but you know what? Just basically find something positive to talk about when it comes to the weather. Think about with the weather. Yes, the weather is craptastic. I enjoyed staying inside every minute of it today. Take some chances. Generally speaking, we are taught to be risk adverse.
Mm-hmm.
That's a big phrase from the insurance world that I have dabbled in. And sorry, but yeah, risk adverse. You are taught from a young age, don't jump on the furniture, don't run down the stairs, don't
ride your bike without a helmet.
Don't ride your bike without a helmet. Don't
No.
go into the retail facility
No,
without
Don,
a mask.
don't jump off that 15-foot cliff
Exactly,
on your bicycle.
Did you really do that?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Several
my
times.
stars. Several times?
Yeah, well, yeah. I'm a boy.
Okay, so
It didn't work the first 14.
I just... basically, you guys, if you don't take a chance, you're not going to learn anything new. You're not going to have a new experience. You're not going to meet new people. You're not going to enjoy trying that new food. Basically, you know how we all would love to win the lottery? You can't win if you don't play. So I'm saying play it life. Take your chances. Do the thing. With the COVID right now, I get it. A lot of people can't just go outside and do the thing. And I'm sorry. They do have YouTube. But maybe there was a small YouTube problem the other day. But,
It was a media blackout on all live YouTube casts. That's what that was. Sorry.
Yes. So, anyways. But yeah, take the chance. If you don't step outside of your comfort, what is it? You never learn anything outside of your without stepping outside of your comfort zone. What is the phrase? There's a phrase. Basically,
if you keep doing what you do, you keep getting what you got.
Yeah, there's that one too. But yeah, if you don't step outside of your comfort zone, you're not going to learn anything new or have a new experience. I get it. Grilled cheese and tomato soup is an awesome lunch to have every doggone day. But variety, guys. Take some chances.
Yeah,
have
having an
variety.
actual tuna fish sandwich or tuna salad sandwich with real onions and carrots in it. Maybe
Have a
some
salad.
pickles and mustard. And
Have a cheeseburger. Steak. Baked potato. There's so many food
Hot
options
sauce.
out there. Spaghetti squash.
Oh.
Pumpkin. There's lots of things. But yes, I mean, take the chance.
Take a chance on me.
Mhm. So get back up. Crap happens. We all fall down. We all have things that just go sideways. The relationship fails. You get fired from the job. You literally break your leg because you fell down. I've done this. But I did get up and I walked into the office after I broke my ankle.
You did, yeah.
I-
God, that was years ago.
Yeah, it
wasn't
was years ago. Yep, fell down. And the person I was with was like, "Are you okay?" "Nope." "I'm going to get back up?" "Nope, I'm going to lay here for a minute." Took me a little bit. And then, yeah,
I stepped out of the pickup the other day,
Mm-hmm.
and I found the biggest patch of ice right in the middle of the parking lot that wasn't there.
Ooh.
That sucked.
Did you scramble your eggs?
No.
Okay. So,
I busted my coccyx.
that's an entirely different problem. Naysay, bison wild rice hot dish. Yes! Send me some.
No
Yes.
wild rice. Wild rice is
Yes.
not rice, it's seeds. I don't.
I
would,
love the 20 seed bread. Yum. Toasted quinoa.
No.
Wild rice. Yeah.
No.
Nom, 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 nom. Yes, those are good things. They're good for you. Good for your heart. Good for your cholesterol.
Yeah, but they never cook, and I always get them stuck in my gums.
Pop your teeth out. Mum, 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 mum,
Pop
mum.
my teeth. My front two teeth are implants. Isn't that good enough?
So, but yeah, when something goes sideways and just doesn't work out the way you wanted it to do, I'm sorry, it sucks. But you got to get back up. You got to get back in the saddle. You got to keep trying again. Because you know what? If you're swimming and a wave smacks you in the face and you choke on a little bit of water and you're out in the deep end, you can't stop swimming because you will drown. Keep going. Get back up. You can't just stop. So, yes. Yep.
How does this tie in with Friday the 13th?
Because these are ways to avoid the bad luck.
Oh, we can avoid the bad.
Because there is no bad luck. Friday the 13th is just a day.
Yes, it is.
Granted, there are $13 tattoo specials today, but you know what? It snowed. I didn't go to check any of them out.
Oh, Jesus.
Hey, if there'd been the right one, I'd have tried. But all of the previews were just like, not what I'm looking for. So, yeah. It wasn't the time.
You didn't get another nut tattooed on you?
I'm nutty enough, thanks.
Oh!
Be like a duck. There's the saying, the very, very popular saying, be like a duck, because water rolls off a duck's back, so that any of that negativity around you just kind of roll off you just like that. Okay, yes. That's a... I have mixed feelings on this whole idea. Be like a duck. And this is an article, by the way, from in Pathos, and I'll put it in the link in the show notes.
Walk like a duck, talk like a duck, must be a duck.
Yeah, something like that. There's a lot of negativity around us, and no matter how much you try to just let it roll off of you and ignore you, it's kind of like swamp water, and you're in a boat. Sure. Generally speaking, you're not going to get splashed with the icky swamp water. It's going to happen. But you know what? Sometimes you just aren't paying attention and you tip into the water. Have you ever been in a canoe? They tip. Have you ever been in a flat bottom boat? They will dump you too. There is all sorts of stuff out there that no matter how hard you try is going to glom onto you. And if you are in a negative situation, no matter how hard you try to stay above it and swim above it, it's going to hang on to you. It's going to start dragging you down. Unless you remember to cleanse it off of you. Cleanse it. If you work in a negative place, before you go home for the day, I am getting rid of all the negative crap that I had to deal with today, and it's going down the drain. Wash your hands. Ground out. Let that, ground all that negativity out. Do it in your car before you leave, or
Don't
walk.
leave it in your car.
Well, no, just
'Cause
you're
you're gonna
grounding.
get up and you have that shit in your car.
There's
Stuff in your car.
a parable that I've talked about before. It's where the guy had a craptastic day and the boss yells at him, but the boss is like, I need to go home with you for, I don't remember the why. But the boss goes home with the guy that just had a craptastic day, and as they're walking up, the guy stops and touches the tree right in front of the door and takes a deep cleansing breath, and then he walks in and he's cheerful and happy, and the boss is like, oh my gosh, how are you so cheerful? You had a crappy day, and oh, what's going on, and what happened? And at the end of after dinner and everything else, the guy's walking the boss out to his car, and the boss is like, how do you do it? I know you had a crappy day, and when you got home, you're cheerful with your kids, you played with your kids, you talked to your wife, you had a good time, what's going on? And how did you do that? And the guy goes, well, when I get home every night, all the stuff that I had to deal with at work, I just hang it on the tree. And I don't take it into the house with me because that's not where it belongs. It belongs outside of my house and outside of my family, outside of my home. And then in the morning when I go back to work, if I'll go back out to the tree to pick it back up again. But often it's not there anymore because he's let it go. It's not, weighing him down. So basically the moral of the story is don't drag that negativity around with you. You got negative stuff at home, don't take it to work, and vice versa. You got negative stuff at work, don't take it home. Your friends are driving you nuts. One, are they the right group of friends? Or two, if they've got a bunch of stuff going on that you don't want to deal with and bring into your home or your workplace, then don't. That's kind of what happens with gossip. Honestly, the crappy stuff at home, if you talk about it at work, it becomes gossip and everybody talks about it. And the crappy stuff at work, you take it home and suddenly you're gossiping about work. So yeah, just let it go. Hang it on the tree. And it doesn't have to be that the anchor that weighs you down and keeps you from moving forward. It doesn't have to be. And, remember, all these things are ideas, and you're not going to be able to do them every doggone day because reality. And you need to forgive yourself for those days that you just can't keep the positive attitude going. Because we all have them, honestly. And if you can't, you don't have to take a chance every day. Sometimes you just gotta, stay in your bathrobe and deal with it. And especially as a fuzzy bathrobe, the fuzzy slippers. So, don't let, the people or the things that, the fears, drag you down and hold you back and keep you from moving forward and doing the things that you want to do. Not just necessarily need to do, but want to do. It's really hard to paint that picture if you never pick up a brush. it's really hard to go on that vacation overseas if you never get your passport. It's whatever it is that you got to do, you got to figure out how to do it. Sometimes it means therapy, and that's okay. But sometimes it just means, putting on your big girl panties or your big girl hat, whatever you want to put it, and do it. Don's nodding his head yes. You wearing your big girl panties today, Don?
Oh boy. I guess that depends.
But I see what you did there.
Anyway.
Anyways, so other than the 13th being your softball number, what else? Any bad experiences for you on Friday the 13th?
I got married.
Is that a bad experience or a good one?
I don't know. I almost passed out and forgot the rings.
Almost forgot the rings, or you did forget the rings?
I said I almost passed out and forgot the rings.
Okay. Yeah. Really? You almost passed out?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I was getting married.
Really?
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Well, plus I was half drunk by then anyhow, so whatever.
Oh, my stars.
That was funny.
I know. Yeah, forgetting the ring. I knew about that one. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you think?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was locked in the bed of my truck.
It wasn't locked.
It was locked.
Those didn't lock.
It did too lock. Yes, they locked. I had a key for them.
Mm-hmm.
Or at least, the oldest one had a key for it. He's the one who locked it. That's why that's why I didn't know they were there. Anyhow.
I had no idea you were about to pass out that day. From drinking or otherwise. Yeah, it was an adventurous day. You ever have one of those experiences where you think, well, this is the worst that happens. Everything's going to be okay. And then apparently someone's laughing at you hysterically because you say that repeatedly throughout the entire experience. It was like in a movie almost. And The Rock was narrating it. Did you guys see the most recent, what was that movie? The Jumanji, the most recent Jumanji.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, just like that. Eh? Channeling your inner Danny DeVito. It was awesome. So.
It actually was a funny movie.
I would watch that one again. So yeah, there's, just remember, it doesn't have to be a craptastic day. It could be a fantastic one. Just, pay attention to where you're looking and what kind of, glasses you got going on that day. Ken, twin flame, not necessarily a good thing. Because yes, you can get burned by your twin flame. Yeah, that's a whole, significant others is a whole different thing. So, but yeah, Danny DeVito's hilarious. That little guy has never stopped to amuse.
Anyhow.
He's funny. I'm just saying. I'm
Next.
just agreeing it. Well, it's 2 minutes to break, and it's like
2 minutes to break, really?
Yeah.
Gosh.
Yeah.
As opposed to 2 minutes to midnight. Sorry.
In some places, yes. Yes, it is 2 minutes to midnight. That's the next time zone over.
Uh-huh.
That's not this one.
Oh, gosh. Never mind. Lucky. She's all keyed in.
I'm telling you, if we don't get lucky to, laugh coffee out our nose about once, all right?
Oh, boy.
So just real quick, the soulmates and everything, I don't think there is any one particular person that is your significant other for the rest of your life necessarily. I think as we age, we have different potential significant others
Yes.
that are your soulmates. Because not everybody is going to mature on the same timeline or be on the same timeline, the time frame. The trick is finding someone who can grow with you.
Mhm.
Not necessarily at an even pace always, but you know, just grow with you at least. So yeah, it's not just a single person. It could be any one of several people. Just like there is more than one fish in the sea, and they're not all
Yeah,
ugly
I
fish.
think you have more than one chance to find, the one.
Hmm.
You know, we because you need different kinds of people through different parts and stages of your life.
Hmm.
So just don't marry the first Jack or
Almost.
Jane, that
Yeah.
you come across, without making sure. That's not to say don't, just not without making sure that it's the right one.
There you go. Don's words of wisdom. We'll be right back.
Mother of darkness, mother of light, earth beneath us, soul in flight, songs of love and love of life, guide us to our heart. Mother of darkness, mother of light, earth beneath us, soul in flight, songs of love and love of life, guide us to our Mother of darkness, mother of light, earth beneath us, soul in flight, songs of love and love of life, guide us to our heart. Mother of darkness, mother of light, earth beneath us, soul in flight, songs of love and love of life, guide us to our Mother of darkness, mother of light, earth beneath us, soul in flight, songs of love and love of life, guide us to our heart. Mother of darkness, mother of light, earth beneath us, soul in flight, songs of love and love of life, guide us to our Mother of darkness, mother of light, earth beneath us, soul in flight, songs of love and love of life, guide us to our heart.
Sisters of the shining moon, heaven, earth, and sea, I call upon you in this hour, bring magic unto me. Mothers of the cauldron cries that singeth unto me the songs of Mother Goddess and the Father in the tree.
Hello, my lovelies. This is Paisley Wild, and we are off adventuring into the spaces between. Ba-dum-bum. All right, so. Oh, yeah, spotlight. Nice. So. I don't know, got a couple things I could talk about.
Okay, last half hour.
Last half hour. So, real quick, let's talk about some. Oh, here's a random one. Did you know that in Japan, number 13 is not unlucky? In Japan, the unlucky number is 4.
Why 4?
I don't know.
Well,
That doesn't make any sense to me either. Why would 4 be the unlucky number? I mean, seriously, 4? Why 4? Oh, not Japan. It's in China. Sorry, my
oh
bad.
my gosh.
Hey, I had to reopen the article thingy because it was like, interesting. And only, what is it? 9 to 10% of Americans actually are superstitious about the number 13, but we all make a big deal about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, yeah. Just remember, apparently the number 4 is a big deal in Japan also. Superstitions on the number 4. Oh. So, 24 can become a nishi, which is also known as the double death. 42 is the answer to life, the universe, and everything. Can also become shini, also known as death. 43 is stillbirth. 45 is shigo, or after death. And 49 is to suffer until death. So until death.
so I get to suffer until death?
Yeah.
Wonderful.
From death do you part? Yeah. Okay. All right. So yeah. That's so yeah, fear the number 4. I just had it was something that popped up and I was like, oh my gosh, really? Mm-hmm. So let's see. Interesting. The British Medical Journal reported on a study that looked at mortality statistics in the U.S. over a 25-year period. They found on the 4th day of the month, Chinese and Japanese people were 13% more likely to die of heart failure on that day. In California alone, Chinese and Japanese people were 27% more likely to die of a heart attack on the 4th day of the month.
Oh, my.
Wow. The study was done to see if outside psychological stress could indeed trigger deadly heart attacks. According to the data, it seems it could be possible that or the number 4 really is unlucky. Wow. So, yeah, don't get a heart attack on the 4th day of the month. You become a statistic. Yeah, bizarre. So, yeah, just because here in the U.S., Western culture means, just because it's other cultures have different things going on. We need to remember that other cultures have different things that are important to them, and we shouldn't tromp all over them. So, some ways to counteract the bad luck. 4-leaf clovers are an ancient symbol of luck. The Celts believed that a 4-leaf clover could help them see fairies and avoid the mischief, which was believed to be be a common source of bad luck. So, the leaves represented faith, hope, love, and luck, or fame, wealth, health, and faithful love, depending on whom you spoke to. 4-leaf clovers are rare. Only 1 in about 10,000 plants carry the lucky leaves. A friend of ours, Betty, finds them all over the place. Like, she'll go out for a walk and she'll come home with a dozen of them. I mean, seriously, she's awesome. She's lucky all the time, I guess. Let's see. Another one is horseshoe charms, lucky horseshoe charms. So, horseshoes are very popular as lucky superstitions.
Horseshoe trims?
Charms.
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 I'm like, what are you talking?
So,
well, how is a horse's toenail lucky?
Yeah, I don't know. So, The legend is that horseshoes are lucky because they're made of iron, and mischievous fairies could not stand the touch of iron, so they shied away from houses that were
Right.
adorned with it.
Yep.
Also, Saint Dunstan, a historical figure who died in 988 AD, he was a blacksmith, and he was commanded by the devil to shoe his horse. Instead, Dunstan nailed a horseshoe to the devil's foot and refused to remove it and ease the devil's pain until he received a guarantee that the devil would stay away from the house with horseshoes on the door. So,
Huh.
yeah. I've also heard that if you tip it upward, so it looks like a cup, luck fills up the horseshoe, but if you tip it upside down, the luck falls out. So, depending on what you like. Fuzzy dice are considered lucky. I don't know why. Apparently, during World War II, fighter pilots would fly missions with terrible odds of coming home, so they would bring their own lucky charms with them in the hopes of tipping the odds. Oh my stars! For a safe return. So gambling items like cards and dice were popular among the fighter planes. So knowing this particular tradition, Decofelt Corp started marketing fuzzy dice to hang on the rearview mirrors of cars in '59, and thus that was born.
Huh.
So that's interesting. Titan says, my thoughts on being led to take, and being led through the grounding was almost the exact same words as Dee said.
Huh.
Interesting. Let's see. Ladybugs are considered lucky charms. I didn't know that. In German-speaking countries, they are literally called lucky bugs. Glückeskäfer. So some cultures say that if ladybug lands on you and you don't brush it off, your luck will improve. Others say that if a man and a woman see a ladybug at the same time, they'll fall in love. In Belgium, a ladybug crawling across a maiden's hand was a sign she'd be married soon. And a large number of ladybugs in the spring was an indication to farmers that the harvest would be great. Now, not all ladybugs are created equal.
No, because some of them are actually Japanese beetles.
And they bite. So the deeper red the color, the more spots they have, the luckier they will be. Which is considered a cheerful bug, and if you kill a ladybug, it could bring you misfortune. Maybe that's what I did wrong. Ladybugs are cute, and the charms are everywhere. So let's see. Lucky number 7 charms. Yes. The number 7, very connected with luck, and with gaining perfection and knowledge in many cultures throughout history. Reason for that is 7 has some special mathematical properties. Ancient Greeks called 7 the perfect number, which is the sum of 3, which is a triangle, and 4, which is a square, which are perfect forms. 7 also crops up in other places, like 7 days of the week, 7 colors in the rainbow, 7 planets visible to the naked eye. The 7th son of a 7th son is supposed to be very, very gifted and lucky, and 7 is a winning roll in many games of chance. Let's see. 8, lucky number 8 charms. So if you had grown up in China, you'd probably know that number 8 is the luckiest number. In Chinese, the word for 8 sounds like prosperity, so its luck-bringing properties are kind of a play on words. The number 8 with 2 graceful curves is also a balanced number, think infinity. So balance and harmony are vital ingredients for a lucky life. So if the number 7 doesn't work for you, try number 8.
You know why 6 was scared of 7, don't you?
Because 7, 8, 9.
7, 8, 9.
Mm-hmm. The lucky rabbit foot. I actually have never understood this one. So, it comes from hoodoo magic. Yes, drama. So legend says that the left hind foot of a rabbit that is captured in a cemetery at night can ward off evil magic. So, luckily we don't have to go through that much effort to have a fun rabbit's foot charm for inspiration. There's fake rabbit's feet all over the place.
Yeah, but is it the rear left foot?
They're fake. So it doesn't really matter. So you can always... Basically, they're afraid of hurting bunnies. So if you really want, A lucky rabbit's foot, you might want to go get it yourself in the cemetery at night.
And leave a tripod rabbit hopping around.
Exactly. Bring your own rabbit.
Jeez.
Serve it later with, red wine reduction sauce or something.
Sounds good to me.
Let's see. Other lucky rabbit charms. In feng shui, goldfish are said to attract luck and prosperity. Dragons and horses are also lucky. Let's see. In Germany, lucky pigs are often given as tokens to wish friends and family a happy new year. Turtles and tortoises are considered lucky due to their long lifespans. Ancient Egyptians considered the scarab beetle to be lucky, and in Korea, the swallow is considered a sign of luck thanks to the story of Hungbu and Nolbu. It's a story about a sparrow being rewarded due to a kind deed with prosperity. Rainbows are considered good luck charms. The legend says that you'll find the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow.
Me and Brent drove through the end of a rainbow on our first trip out.
Yeah.
That was like 4 years ago.
Yeah.
I didn't find a leprechaun or a bag of money.
Well, I understand. They're pretty, though, so maybe that's luck all by itself. There's lucky coin charms. So the famous saying, find a penny, pick it up, and all day long you'll have good luck. So there's a thought that not just any penny is lucky, it's the ones that are face up. Okay, I have to agree with this one. Any money that is found is lucky.
You think?
Pennies, dimes, quarters, 50s, it doesn't matter. But Chinese I Ching coins are considered lucky and often given as gifts of luck on Chinese New Year and for weddings. So pennies and I Ching coins can make pretty decorations for your office while bringing a little extra luck to you. Often, silver coins. Silver coins are kind of fun. You feel pretty lucky if you're gonna, find one. So if you have one and you want good luck, toss it away because you're putting luck forward into the future. You're transferring it forward. So because silver is kind of a boon. Yes, lucky. So bamboo charms. So lucky bamboo is technically not bamboo. It's a close relative called Dracena, which is a hardy, long-lived plant. And the more stalks a lucky bamboo plant has, the more luck it's supposed to bring. So a plant with 3 stalks is said to bring happiness, wealth, and longevity. And some have more, which is said to import more luck. Dream catchers look like a web or net stretched over a loop and decorated with beads and feathers. They're said to catch bad dreams as they enter a household. So by capturing and disturbing the dreams, they make the owner happier, more balanced, and luckier. So there's a thought that, yes, there's the catch the bad dreams, or there's another school of thought that says they draw the good dreams to you instead. So depending on what your tradition is. Triple rainbows are just freaking awesome, Lucid, and I demand pictures. Evil eyes. Anybody who's ever had a mom? Yeah, you've gotten the evil eye. Mom or dad, grandmas are really good at evil eyes. So, while you might give someone the evil eye when they annoy you, people used to take such malevolent looks more seriously, usually triggered by jealousy. Giving someone an evil eye was supposed to cause all manner of suffering, including mental illness and other physical maladies. For thousands of years, people have been using evil eye talismans or nazer to ward off bad luck caused by these curses. So the evil eye luck charm takes several different forms. Some cultures use a hand with an eye on it. I knew what this was called just before I lost it. For protection, others used simple blue or green beads, but some of the most popular and beautiful evil eye talismans come from Turkey. They use glass beads with an alternating blue and white circles to bring themselves more luck. So let's see. Acorns are considered lucky. Because of its association with the Norse god Odin, the lowly acorn is considered a symbol of luck. Odin hung himself from the oak tree to gain knowledge, so the acorn has come to symbolize wisdom. The Norse also believed that the acorns could bring divine protection and place them in the windows of their homes to ward off lightning. During the Norse invasion, Englishmen would carry acorns in their pockets, hoping that it would make their conquerors more sympathetic towards them. As the saying,
Great orcs.
right, great oaks from little acorns grow. Indicates acorns also signify fertility, youth, and prosperity. Let's see. Those are the list. I'll put this one in the show notes too. So, yeah, I carry an acorn in my pocket actually, ever since Groot came about.
Oh, goodness.
So,
Sorry.
and probably tomorrow night I'll talk about something a little less witchy and something more real, and that's a seasonal affective disorder. Because right now, a lot of people, at least here in the northern hemisphere, are dealing with the negativity of, the sun is running away from us, and it's frustrating, and so it's just the going away of the sun, and dealing with some of the depression and stuff that happens. You can fight it just with some vitamin D, honestly, is a big way. But is it do you have the real issue, or or do you have depression? There's two different things here, so we'll talk about it. Let's see. Do you have any lucky talismans that you use, Mr. Don?
No.
Why not?
I've always been the opinion that we make our own luck. So, I mean, good positive attitude is luck enough for me.
Okay.
I mean, I don't have a lucky pen. I don't have a lucky shoe, a lucky pair of underwear. I mean, I've just never really been like that.
I read an article that said, it was talking about what to do or what not to do. And one of the knots was, don't wear green underwear on Friday the 13th because it'll cause you bad luck. It's like,
Really?
yeah, I think that's what it was.
Whatever.
Like, seriously? Okay. The things people do, a lot of times when we have lucky symbols like your lucky shirt or lucky socks or that kind of thing, we are putting our confidence and our faith in it, and kind of like creating a magical tool. In reality, that's what we're doing, is we're putting or focusing that intention for the potential for success to be in that thing, whatever it is, whether it's your favorite pen or your hat or socks or whatever. It's a lot of it is what the energy you put into it. I mean, just like any other witchy tool or pagan tool, like my singing bowl, for instance. Yeah, it could be considered a lucky thing because it's got the 5 Buddhas and it makes a pretty awesome sound. But if I were to start considering it lucky, that would mean like, hey, I'm putting that energy into the thing that make it lucky. And I think a lot of the Friday the 13th superstitions, I really can't talk tonight, are directly related to, the energy that people put into it. I personally don't think Friday the 13th is very unlucky. It's just another day. And so, having a thing like lucky socks or shoes or whatever, again, you're just putting that energy into it. Honestly, these people out there with all those lucky things are creating magical tools. And that's all there is to it, to fight the bad luck or the whatever it is. It was just, I don't know. That's my opinion. So, be careful where you're focusing your attention and putting your energies, because you will see the results. Whether you want them to be good results or bad results will depend upon what kind of energy you're putting into it. I don't know. What do you think? I'm trying to keep you awake.
Yeah, I'm bad. I'm done.
Well, you get called into work today, so.
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah, the Buddha belly. Rubbing the Buddha for luck, is that a thing?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
I
It just rub Boo's belly for luck.
Okay. I know, like, putting, like, a citrine in with your money should draw more money to it. I mean, but
I
that's
suppose you have to have money first.
I could probably find some pennies. I have 2 pennies I could rub together.
That's supposed to be lucky.
So, but, yeah, you know, whatever it is that you think is going to give you luck, you're imbuing it with your energy. It's attuned to you. And so,
Tulpa
yeah.
talismans.
Yeah, exactly. They're just talismans. And sure, they could give you some luck. It could be the cat. It could be the cat hair. This drama's just, yeah.
Well, there you go.
I know, but we have 5 minutes left.
Oh, goodness. That's so long.
Right?
This is actually my 7th hour of live
I
stream.
know. How did it go?
How did what go?
The live stream with the...
Oh, Kevin's show was awesome, and the portal was pretty awesome. But Kevin's show, I really liked being, Brent's like, you really brought it today on Kevin's show. Ha ha, yeah. I'm like, well, it's kind of like being a guest on his show, so we're kind of supposed to talk. So.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. I had no idea you guys were doing that until yesterday.
I totally forgot about it. So, but anyhow.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. Nope. Trying to think. New moon. Trying to summarize it. I'm sorry. I took a painkiller just before coming on tonight because my toe hurt. But my doctor says it's good for me because I'm getting rid of infections and stuff.
Cool.
Lucky, yes. Citrine, yep, another lucky thing to keep all coins found and put in your magic area. Yeah, so if you have an altar, that's a great thing to do. Have a coin jar. Or if you don't have an altar, by golly, a coin jar, everybody's got them. Some people have more
I have
than
a
one.
coin drawer. I
Right?
just throw them all in the bottom of my drawer.
Don't you have a money bag?
I do.
So,
Got a money bag full of money.
yep. So yeah, if if you don't have an altar, if you're still in the pagan pantry, broom closet, or not quite sure about all this insanity, just have a jar. Mason jars are everywhere. You can get them at a thrift store for probably
Coffee
25
can.
cents. Coffee can, coffee cup with a busted handle. Those are sad, sad things. And you know what? Just you put your coins in there. Once upon a time, I had one in the laundry room because every time I did laundry, I would find money because the kids would not empty out their pockets. So yeah. And so yeah, just put a chunk of citrine in there, and someone asked, like, it's just in my pocket. I figured I'd put it in there. That's one of the fun things about stones in general, is if you have them, you have them. And it doesn't mean that you're a pagan or a witch. It just means you like stones. There's geologists everywhere that go to church on Sundays. I mean, it's not indicative of being a witch or a pagan.
Lucky says also when you find little things that are special, like leaves that stay with you, or a stone that stands out to you, keep that in your magical area.
Absolutely.
Yep.
I was about a year and a half ago, I was counseling someone over the phone through a stressful situation they were going through, and I was talking about I was using birds, and specifically robins and eggs and chicks and flying from the nest and that kind of thing as my example. And I happened to glance over at one of my elderberry trees, and there's a little robin's nest in there, which I thought was super cool. And underneath of it, I found a little bitty robin's egg shell. I thought it was super cool. So it's in my drawer of debris to go back onto the altar. So I just got to clean out that corner. I wanted to do that this weekend.
Hmm.
If the cat and the dogs and the kid would quit stepping on my toe, it would have made life so much easier. Woof. All right, so yes, set your intentions on Sunday. If you want to do new moon water, that's definitely something to do. Other than that, yes, Nase, if you gather from the universe, give an offering. Yes, and that's real. Very, very real. So it is the end of the night for us. So y'all have a very good Friday night, Saturday morning. Thanks for and merry part and merry meet again. We'll see ya.
Kookaburra sits in the old
Ayo.
gum tree. Mary, 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 king of the bushes. He laughed, Kookaburra laughed. Kookaburra, how gay your life must be. Ha ha!
Can't believe you remembered that.
Well, Ken's been talking about Kookaburra.